Yeah, I gets busy. Yeah, my name is T Gold. You know, that's my last name for real, Gold. So my people just call me T Gold. My first name is Tehran. If y'all feel more comfortable with that.
Cool, cool, cool. Oh yeah, so then Big Vince is also a moderator, and so is T Gold. And then I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher this. Aprilia,
Aprilia.
Aprilia, yeah,
Hmm.
Aprilia. Yeah, well, at least it sounds like it looks. Aprilia. That's easy. But yeah, let me go ahead and turn this down if we can get into it. So security tips. So we got a there was a Uniswap phishing attack, NFT phishing attack for Uniswap. I'm not 100% sure on the details of this particular attack, but I am very familiar with phishing attacks. And so today's security tip is going to be centered around not clicking unknown links, especially mint links. If there is a surprise link or a surprise mint, a lot of times it won't be like legitimate unless you are expecting a surprise link. If you just find something randomly, oh, surprise me, click here to get this, probably not what you're looking for, and very likely a scam. So let's
Not
not
what you're looking for in your life.
yeah, yeah, So clicking unknown links, that's not on point. So what I mean, we gotta be vigilant, not more, not saying that you guys are the ones getting attacked and not and whatnot, but we just gotta be vigilant about the links that we're clicking. It's pretty generally in the security circles, like we don't click links generally, especially ones that we're not expecting. Any links in emails, any links in Discord that we're not sure of or not certain of, like if you just see a link, ooh, this is interesting. It doesn't, you're not exactly sure about that link, don't click it. And if you do click it, don't interact with the contract without reading the transaction.
That is like super fire. Like in terms of the reading the transaction, because one, big up Seaverse in the place, big up Nicole in the place. Yeah, the internet, like I feel like this has broken the like actual what we thought the internet was all about. Is like, oh, you can have links, it can go anywhere, and now it's like, nah, heads are like, don't click the links. I'd be curious what our hosts feel about that. The other thing though is that you kind of okay. So the, excuse me, we're not supposed to click links, but now it's kind of introducing this new thing where we would just like accept things and be like, I'm not even thinking about that big long contract. But this is a bit different. This is like you're authorizing. This is what makes it a contract. You're saying go. So you really gotta look, actually read it and see if you agree to it. Whereas like with the contracts, I think some people just think, oh, like if later on if it'll be like I didn't agree to anything, they're just taking my stuff, and we can innocently or to kind of hide behind that ignorance. So, anyways, that's what I think about that. It broke the internet, and now we got to read that fine print like we've trained ourselves to ignore in the past.
Yeah, and it's honestly, if you can hear the sound of my voice, don't click no links that you don't that come like don't click any link that come to you. You have to go searching out like things and websites that you want to go to, or Google it, right? Like, but in Web3 it's a little bit different because a lot of times it's it's meant in like I don't want to say the ethos, but like the what's it called? It's like the something foot, like the bane of the existence of in Web3, I guess, for lack of better words, is like like signing transactions, right? In link, or no, I'm sorry, it's FOMO, fear of missing out. A lot of people, they are looking for the next thing that's going to make them rich, even more so now because they see the things that are happening in the crypto space. Somebody sells an NFT for $69 million, or somebody pays $300 for an NFT, and the next year the NFT is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Everybody's looking for the next NFT that does that, and so we all want to try to get, not all of us, but some of us are trying to to get as many NFTs as we can, and then we're just minting stuff just because it's there, or somebody sent the link, or it's supposed to be the next Board Ape Yacht Club, or it's supposed to be the next Crypto Cat, or whatever the case is, and we just click the link, sign the transaction, don't really read the transaction in a rush, and then boom, where's my ETH? Where's my NFTs? Yeah, well, where was your attention when you were clicking those links?
Gone. Up in smoke with Cheech and Chong.
Right. What y'all think? I'm sorry,
Yeah,
busy, but T Gold. I think it's T Gold, and then
yes, sir.
Vince. I'll give
Yes,
you the.
sir. Yeah, I blogged about that article that dropped a couple of days ago with Uniswap, getting hacked for almost $8 million in funds. It was a phishing scam promised to about 400 uni tokens. That was approximately worth about 2,200. The users were asked to connect their crypto wallets and uh signed the transaction to claim the malicious airdrop. Upon the connection, the unknown hacker grabbed the user's funds through a malicious smart contract. So there was about 7,400 wallets that interacted with the phishing scam. So what I've done in the past, whenever I got something that I didn't request and somebody sent me something randomly, I would go to Etherscan and see who is the person or the account sending it, and seeing the transactions just to make sure, you know, that it's legit. So that's a good way to make sure anything that is sent to you, just by going to Etherscan. And I believe every blockchain has their particular kind of like a tracker of all of the transactions. I know Solana has one as well. So yeah, just be careful on interacting with any links that come to you guys. So yeah, man, that's something that we all need to be mindful of.
So when you're looking at Etherscan and you're looking at the transactions, what are you looking for to figure out if it's real or not?
Well, last time I checked, man, it was like a notification, almost like a red flag, like this isn't an official account or something like that. I would have to go back and actually look at Etherscan and put in some information about a link that I got. I would have to go through that, but you would notice that there's not a lot of people interacting with it, and if there are, um, some people are reporting that this is a phishing scam after the fact, so you can kind of watch it in real time.
Okay.
But I'll try to provide more information for future reference.
Okay. If you got like a tweet or maybe a link to your blog, you can post it in the jumbotron. That'd be helpful. I didn't. It was a screenshot shared in the Discord. That's why I didn't have more information about it, and I did not. I wasn't able to do research on it because I had like 12 other topics.
Nah, that's all good. That's what we're here for, bro. So we can all, pool our information together and try to figure out this Web3 space.
Yes, sir. Did anybody else have anything to add to that? Not in the
Yeah,
room. Vince, yeah, what's good?
yeah, I had something real quick. So we kind of saw the same thing with OpenSea. They had their hack, and then people were sending the phishing links.
Yep.
Honestly, my tip would just be just have burners, like just like people used to have the old cell phones. You twist it, break it, throw it out the window. Have some burner accounts with like $30, $40 in them. If you're because right now there's so many free mints that people are trying to get. Everyone's trying to mint something for free and make quick money. So to
Mm-hmm.
protect yourself, don't use your wallet with all your money. Just
Or your
make another
NFTs.
wallet super quick. Yeah, so that would be
Agreed.
my tip.
Yeah, that's actually been a tip that we've shared before in the past. Is having multiple wallets, different wallets that you do things with. It costs whatever it costs to get the plus gas to get whatever NFT it is. It's really not that expensive to transfer the NFTs. Um, So it's easy to make a new wallet, but get your try to get the NFT, and then hopefully nothing crazy happens. And then if not, then you can just send it to whatever wallet that you want it to be displayed in or whatnot. So that's always good advice. Having multiple wallets, definitely agree with that and stand by that as well. Anybody in the audience that wants to come through? Nope. Aprilia. Aprilia.
Hi. Yeah.
Did I say it right?
Yes, you did.
Cool.
I don't have any questions so far, but thank you.
Okay, no problem. All right. So, uh, that's our security tip for the day. Um, so the next thing was Playboy and NFTs, and this is actually kind of a two-parter. Um, so earlier in the year, I think it was earlier this year, maybe it was later last year, but JP Morgan and Decentraland created a deal where JP Morgan opened up a lounge in Decentraland, and I think they may be offering some banking services. I'm not sure if JP Morgan and Decentraland are offering banking services, but Sandbox and a Korean exchange have partnered to create a virtual bank branch in the metaverse. And I think that that's really interesting in Sandbox particularly because this is gonna be something that helps mass adoption because if people can have different kind of banking services within the metaverse, it's gonna make it easier to transact, buy things, purchase things, to transfer money, trade money, things like that. So I think that's really interesting. But then also Sandbox is partnered with Playboy to bring a meta mansion and NFTs into the metaverse. So we got some not so safe for work stuff going on in the metaverse, which honestly is no surprise. Decentralization and the exiled pieces of society come to uh, congregate and celebrate because they have a space where they don't have to be censored and things like that. So I think that that's pretty interesting. I definitely think it's on point. I guess the fact that Playboy is coming to the metaverse to bring NFTs, I think is going to draw its audience, and so with that comes more people that are interested in the Web3 space, which I think is always a good thing.
On point.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, my timing. I was trying to get the timing right, but I didn't get it right. But yeah, go on, go on, go on. On point. Ah, damn it.
Nah, I mean that was pretty much it. That was just the banking part where Sandbox is utilizing the metaverse to help to bring banking services into the metaverse, and then also Playboy bringing their meta mansion and NFTs into the metaverse. I think it's really interesting. Wondering if you guys feel the same way, or if you think that it's crap, or what, or if you need more details. Will,
Well, I think it's a great idea just to help onboarding a different demographics of people into the metaverse because a lot of people they're overwhelmed by crypto in general. The metaverse is so over so many people heads and it's very early in Sandbox and Decentraland. They've been developing the metaverses longer than everybody else and it's still not fully fully developed yet. It's still early. So yeah, the more people that come in from different demographics, and I understand a lot of people who I don't know, the people who read Playboy, I'm assuming they're kind of older. So I think that would help just to get pique their curiosity on what the metaverse is. Even if they don't understand it, they might say, hey, you know what? I used to be a fan, a subscriber of Playboy. Let me just see what this whole metaverse thing is about. And depending on, where people are at, a lot of older people aren't too technically savvy. So they might just be turned off by it when they see a bunch of pixelized, boxy avatars instead of what they might think as something more of a Fortnite style, because I've heard some people they don't like Sandbox because it's too boxy, and it doesn't it's too clunky. But I think because it's early, I think the developers the reason why they did that, I guess because it's actually easier. I don't know. I'm not a developer or a coder or programmer, but from what I heard, I believe that they said it was just easier to actually create um, characters in the metaverse if they're not, you know, I guess super advanced as far as the graphics, because obviously that would take up more, more time to develop. So, but yeah, I think it's a great idea to onboard, the older generation.
Facts. Hey, Kwame, can you make me co-host, please? Thank you, sir.
Come again?
Can you make me co-host?
Oh, I thought I already did that. Yeah, definitely. And I see 20 Deuce invited you
Yep,
up. Let's go.
yep. 20. What's good, brother? What's
Yo,
good? You got
what's
something to
good?
say?
Hey, I'm all throwed off because I'm in New Orleans and the time is an hour difference. So I seen the
Uh,
notification and I was like, "What?" I forgot. But what's good? How y'all?
we good, bro. We good. We good.
Peace, peace.
Making it
Yeah.
through these. But we actually was just talking about the Playboy coming to the metaverse. Wondering what your thoughts was on that.
Oh man. So I don't know. Like I don't know. It seems kind of like I don't know. I can't speak on it because I haven't really looked into it too much to see um the whole shebang, I should say. But what y'all think? Like, do you think is good? Do you think it's not good because it's Playboy? Do you think it's like legit, meaning like they did their research or they really, you know what I mean? You get what I'm trying to say? Like they really is it just like a quick, scheme to grab, some money, or is it like something that they really took time and thought out and put together? Is what I'm trying to say.
I don't. I mean, I just kind of saw this little video that they had, and it doesn't look. I can't. I think it might be too early to kind of say what it is. Either that or because I mean I did research look into it, but I did not see like what the NFTs would look like or what exactly they're planning on doing. I know that they want to bring in NFTs, but they don't really say much about their implementation or what they're trying to do with it or what they're going to come with, things like that. So I think that might be to be determined. But I do think that just bringing more people and getting more awareness of the metaverse and the crypto space in general, I think is good. I don't think it'll be anything like a rug pull or anything. I'm pretty sure they're gonna come up with some kind of way to. At least I hope they'll come up with some kind of interesting way to integrate NFTs and access to whatever it is they're planning, which I have no idea. But they're creating a meta mansion. It's a social game, and they're gonna have collectibles and social experiences for the Playboy NFT community. So there it is.
Yep,
So I
and
don't know. I think.
also I want to just to follow up with that. I know earlier Playboy they actually released their PFP project. It was about 5,200 rabbit tars instead of avatars. They call them rabbit tars, and the price is about 0.17 Ethereum right now. And those people who have those rabbitars will receive, special VIP access to experiences and quests and giveaways. So yeah, they already integrating their first NFT project into this meta mansion that they develop in Sandbox. So yeah, they on point.
Yeah. Yep. It definitely says NFT collectibles and special experiences for the Rabbitar Playboy community. So yeah, I think that they're pretty much using the technology in the way that it's in the most common use case, membership and social experiences, token gated stuff. So yeah, I think it's on point as well. They're introducing it to a new audience potentially, and they're also doing it in a really good use case. So I say it's on point for now until I hear otherwise.
That's interesting. I don't know, man. Something about Playboy just rubs me the wrong way.
What you got
Um,
against?
huh?
I said, what you got against Playboy?
Man, Hugh Hef might have been R. Kelly before R. Kelly. He just got away with
Before
it.
R.
You know what
Kelly,
I
he
mean?
just got
So
away
his,
with it. You know what
his
I mean?
legacy
So
is his whole thing. I don't know. I don't know. It's just
True.
but there's an audience for it. So I guess if they're jumping into space and they're doing everything, the right way, yeah.
Were you a fan of
Yeah.
wrestling?
Was I a fan of wrestling?
Yeah, like WWE.
Yeah, probably till like I hit like the eighth grade. Maybe, yeah.
True. Well, they about to put Vince McMahon up under the. 'Cause
Wait, they're putting Vince McMahon where?
they about to put Vince McMahon in that Walk of Shame. Got to take that Walk of Shame because I think they got some plenty. I've heard plenty of stories about Vince McMahon covering stuff up and like doing mad like inappropriate stuff and like it's a
Oh
lot, bro.
man.
It's too much to talk about now, but it's like it's a lot of stuff that. And honestly, bro, like if you like, this is still stereotypical, but like honestly, if you like look at Vince McMahon and like watch some of the old videos and the way he did stuff and just kind of like his demeanor, it wouldn't be like I kind of like I'm not really surprised about some of the things that I heard. Like some of it was a little bit surprising, but like not really.
Yo, IV, I thought you were gonna say that he was like gonna be in the Playboy NFT
Oh
collection or something
no
like
no no
that.
no
It's like,
because 20 was like, Hugh Hef, he might have been R. Kelly before R. Kelly just got away with it. And that made me think about because Hugh Hef, I mean, Hugh Hef and Vince McMahon are not like similar, but they're kind of similar. They're like tops of their like respective organizations that are even today. So, like, yeah, my bad.
true, true.
My bad. Did
Ah,
you say you
no,
got?
no, it fit in, it fit in. But well, yo, so okay, so the vibe, 20's got a vibe like because it's Playboy. That there's technically correct, and then there's the vibe, right?
Yeah,
I hear what you're saying, 20. Like, I don't look at Playboy and like to me, it's not a brand that I'm just like, oh, I love it. I'm so glad to hear that they're in NFTs, right? But I mean, it's cool as a use case to see that they're actually following certain steps that work, certain tried and proven. So yeah, that's it's like the apes. What last week, what you mentioned, Ivy, like we can look at something and be like, it's not my thing, but it's interesting how they implement.
for sure. I honestly think that like even if you hate it, you might absolutely like abhor something with everything in your being, but like even though you might hate something, there still might be like a lesson you can take from what a person or entity is doing, because there might be a lot of bad, but there might be some good or golden nuggets, and you don't have to take the good with the bad. You can take the good and leave the bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
Big
think I'm
fact.
with, I was gonna say I think I'm with 20 on this. I don't really like Playboy coming into space, if I'm being honest. Like I
True.
see the use case and all that, but I'd much rather they already have big partnerships like Walking Dead. I'd like to see them do their quest and that kind of thing. I don't know. I
You,
just
you,
don't
talk,
think it fits with
you
their
talking about
whole
Sandbox
vibe.
partnership with Walking Dead?
Yeah, Sandbox, Walking Dead.
I was like, Playboy and Walking Dead? That don't sound right.
Yeah, I'd much rather see like a zombie mansion or something than a Playboy mansion.
True. They bring Hilltop to Sandbox. I didn't mean to make that rhyme.
Wait, Hilltop. I'm not familiar with
Yeah,
that.
come on, man. Do you watch Walking Dead?
I was
I
like, yo,
stopped.
Brendan said Hilltop. That's where was that the place where Maggie was? Is that the one
Yeah,
Maggie was at Hilltop?
that's Maggie's
Okay, I can't believe I still remember that.
When he brought out that bat and started killing people, that's when I stopped. Like he had
Oh
Lucille
yeah,
or something.
yeah. You know what? A lot of people got lost in that episode on that at that part. I almost got lost there too, and like, oh, man,
Yo, I
Nigga,
did. Sorry, go on, bro.
nah, I don't blame y'all because Nigga was scary, and when he did what he did to to Glenn, I was like, I don't
Oh
know if I
man.
can watch this show no more.
Yeah, that's exactly. As
Yeah.
soon as Glenn died, I kind of like
Oh,
stopped watching.
oh man, that was that was
Yep, that's
that hurt.
right around where I fell off too.
Yeah,
Yo,
Glenn.
it just got brutal. Like, oh my god, they're messing with our emotions. Plus, it's a zombie soap opera, so they just drag that stuff on. But I'm with Big Vince. Oh shoot, now I'm saying I'm agreeing with you, and I don't remember the point. What was the point you had just made? Because I agreed with it.
That they should pursue some other partnerships. I don't think Playboy is the best fit for Sandbox. I mean, I get it, but I don't think they're the best fit, and I'd rather see other companies.
Yo, specifically Sandbox, that's like, yeah, that's a good point. I didn't really put it together like that. For Sandbox, Playboy, I agree. It's actually, and I'd be curious to see what Apriella, I hope I said that right, what some ladies in the space are feeling about that Playboy brand, because I think that's the thing with the vibe that Big Vince and myself is kind of, and I think 20L also said the same kind of thing, where it's like Playboy has a certain vibe that sounds, it's like, I don't know, it's like Web one basic. It's just basic. Like that's my vibe. But I have something I want to say after. But I'd want to hear what some thoughts in terms of the brand and Web3, what that might mean to some feminine energies.
I just don't see the point or who it's catering to. I don't know what they're gonna have around the mansion that's making it any like. I don't know. Are they gonna have half naked women and bunny ears like walking around? I don't know. I just don't see the point. I don't see the purpose of it. And even if that's the case, like, is it even doing anything for men, the male gaze, or things of that nature?
I will say that um half not really half naked, but I mean like there's not much fidelity. They're like little, they're kind of like little Legos, but not really. It's like Minecraft. So think about Minecraft. Like you can't, there's only really so much you can kind of do in terms of like showing stuff. Like so
Right.
it's not like a porn thing at all. I don't think. I'm not in the mansions. I don't know, but from what I see, it doesn't really look like a not safe for work kind of thing. But again, I'm not entirely sure.
Right. Which is going back to my question of like, then what's the point? Like Playboy, we know that it's.
I think they're just trying to like.
You on the
I
hype
think
train?
they're just trying to bring their brand back. Really, because seriously, because I think I even seen like Cardi B doing like merch for them or something. So I just think they're just trying to resurrect that brand any way they can at this point.
Hmm.
And I'm looking at the Rabbitars, and I if I saw these like by themselves, I would not know that this was Playboy's identity. It doesn't. I don't know if they're branding. I mean, bunch of them have Playboy stuff on it, but without that explicit like Playboy kind of mention, I would not know that these are for Playboy. I'm just saying.
Yeah, maybe they're
Well, I'll say I'm
rebranding.
with.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I agree with you. They're rebranding, and with 20 Deuce, I agree with him. They're just trying to be cool at this point and be in with the new and hip and hot thing without really knowing what it's really about. But the only thing I could see where it'd be beneficial if they were to take some of the monies that they've gotten from it and make it like make a donation to all these women that are being brutalized or abused. Um, Turn it into something where they're going to say, we're going to take the earnings, the monies, and give it back to help women be stronger, to get their rights back, to get their, the things that they've lost, especially after Roe versus Wade. Do something like that, give the money back to help women. And then I could see, okay, they may be with the community. They may understand the movement. Okay, I can give them a chance, but until they do that, I just see it as a money grab and trying to be cool with the kids. So that's just my take.
That was a great point. Great point,
Indeed.
ladies.
Definitely. And who has that like since Hugh Hefner's dead? Like who has that estate now? Did he have kids? I don't know much about how that all panned out, but does like he have kids? Like who's running that show now?
I would not know. Not really. Playboy over the years, you know.
I think Hugh had a couple of sons, so I think maybe his son. Last time I checked, I believe his son took over the estate. I'm not too sure. Somebody can double check that, but I
Um,
believe he does have sons.
See, that could be a thing too. Like you have a son that's more, in tune with what's going on, and then maybe his son is looking at it like, "Hey, we can turn this to this and take this here." That would make a lot of sense.
There was a Playboy party in NFT NYC.
Wow.
Really?
What was
I was
that?
kind of tardy to the party, so I didn't hear if anybody said this. But is there anybody on here that uses Sandbox at all?
Yeah, I've
Not
played it a
me.
couple times. They have
Oh
some
yeah,
open
I
betas.
like. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying they had open betas where you could play for free, so I was playing.
Would you got to pay to play?
No, you just I think you just go to the website, give them the email, and then they let you download their beta.
Oh no, I mean like now you have to pay to play.
Mm, I think it's still free. I think they have another alpha test or something like that going on right now.
Oh, true. All right. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, for me, it's been a while since I've checked out Sandbox, but I used their the beta of their um, voxel creator. The game one was a little bit went a little bit complicated. I didn't have the time to really dig into that, but I love what Sandbox is doing. I went in one time and checked like some Snoop stuff. I saw that was happening, and I jumped on. I think that I think that for the aesthetic, it's just not a it's okay. It can work for Playboy. It could work, but it could potentially be a little bit creepy because it's an aesthetic that is very Minecraft like. It makes you think, or Roblox. The kids are running that, so I think there's that kind of side to it where it's like really, but as I say that, I would say that if anyone, I'm gonna date myself right about now, but uh, Leisure Suit Larry. Just look up
Oh
Leisure
wow,
Suit.
you took it
Wow.
way.
And I was, so that was like on the edge of, when you were saying I think it was 20. You say that like, I don't know if you said grade 8 or whatever, the age that you got out of wrestling. Like around those times was when I found Leisure Suit Larry. And so as this like, I don't know, pubescent, whatever you'd call it, I loved Leisure Suit Larry. So maybe, and I agree with what you're saying about the brand, is basically trying to make themselves relevant again, and maybe they're going to try to make a move to Leisure Suit Larry, like hit that that just discovering sex, but it's like just seeing the pixels or some pixel woman, because I'm sure. I mean, maybe they will actually do it in a way somehow they've had some epiphany that they want to be balanced in terms of who they're targeting and servicing and not simply have a male gaze. I would probably doubt it, but maybe that's where we're at. And then in that event, it's a possibility that they could have this Leisure Suit Larry like experience that people kind of explore and start to consider about sexuality. So I don't know. That's what comes to my mind.
I think Sandbox needs to. Y'all know I'm an Oculus advocate. I think they need to exist on Oculus.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? My cousin was like, I was talking to my cousin today. He was like, "Yo, I'm finna get an Oculus." He's like, "I'm finna get a VR set." I'm like, "Which one? The Oculus?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yep." I still haven't got mine yet. I'm lacking.
No, I
Have
just wanted to
the-
ask when you what. So sorry, what did you say before about the Oculus? I didn't
I
catch
said I
that.
think Sandbox should exist on the Oculus because it's only on like computer, right? Like it's only on desktop or
I didn't realize. I would have. Yeah, I think you're right. They should exist on Oculus.
yeah. I think something like that would make that completely different experience, and more people may gravitate towards that.
So I don't know what the verdict is. Is it not on point?
To be determined.
Facts. For sure. All right. Well, we can. I think we were pretty much split. Or actually, I think we might have got ganged up on key because 20 said not on point. Big Vince said not on point. Nicole, I think, said not on point. But me and Tico said it was on point. Y'all ganged up on us. That's not cool.
And I was right in the middle, saying it might be Leisure Suit Larry in it. So I think it's to be TBD.
Leisure suit. Like, I gotta check that out because I'm definitely.
Leisure Suit Larry is on iPhone.
What you mean it's on iPhone?
Like you can, it's available in the App Store. One of the games, I think it's like 100 different games, but I know one of them is on the iPhone.
True. So the next topic was the GameStop marketplace launch, and we got Big Vince can tell us about that one.
Yeah, definitely. So GameStop opened up their NFT marketplace and basically been fighting for their life ever since like that meme stock run that brought them back to life because they were really close to going bankrupt.
Yeah, I remember.
So yeah, after that happened and Wall Street bets kind of like revived their career. Now they have their NFT marketplace coming out, and it did about $1 million in volume in the first 9 hours of being open. So
Oh,
even in the bear market, kind of shows that people are still into NFTs.
well, what
So
about the other uh not 13 hours?
you said the 13 hours?
Yeah, you said it did a million in the first 9 hours. What about the last 13?
Oh, I don't have their 24-hour yet.
I'm just kidding.
They probably did pretty good. They have like their own big collection now, I guess, or big in like in terms of a new marketplace. They have Meta. I think it's Meta Boys or something like that. The
Yeah, Meta Boy.
Yeah, Metaboy, which did a couple $100,000 already. I think it's 800 Ethereum traded already. So it's pretty interesting. I think.
169,
Yeah,
which is that's pretty good when considering this thing just came out.
yeah,
It came out when.
So it's GameStop market. You said GameStop marketplace.
yeah.
Yep.
GameStop.
Dot
That just
game.
seems like, I mean, that just seems like it makes perfect sense to me. I feel like
Yeah,
video games and NFTs, they just, that's a match made in heaven. They just go together. It just
yeah,
feels like they go together, you know?
yeah. I agree. I think if they do everything right, this could be on point. Like imagine Call of Duty dropping an NFT collection exclusively on their marketplace or something like that. I think there's definitely potential, in my opinion. What do you guys
Yeah,
think?
you buy
Uh,
the NFT and you get a special gun or something that nobody else in the game can have. I would definitely buy it.
Yeah,
okay, so I don't think I think that a game studio like let's say Call of Duty, I think that they will have their own NFT marketplace where you can do things like in game where it'll be back, it'd be integrated with the blockchain. But like for games, like a retailer, I think they will have something similar to what you guys just stated, like where you could like pre-order the game and you get a special NFT that allows you to get some special gun, some special skin, or whatever the case may be. I think that'd be pretty dope. Where because like you get like perks and stuff when you pre-order games up to a few months before the game, or I think sometimes they even have like sliding rewards. If you pre-order by this time, you get this. By this time, you get that. Blah blah blah. Or also based on tiers. But yeah, integrating NFTs into that kind of thing, I think would be really dope.
Yeah, that would be. I don't
Yeah, I
know though. I
definitely
kind of,
agree. I
yeah.
definitely agree because the gamers they hate NFTs. A lot of gamers hate NFTs because they use I believe the same CPUs for mining Bitcoin that they use for processing,
Yep.
these games. So
Yeah.
they hate NFTs. So any incentive to get gamers to fall into the NFT and crypto space, I'm all for it, man. Give them all the free NFTs for all of these special guns, the armor or whatever, you know, NFT that's gonna unlock a item. Give it to them for free when they pre-order the game, so then they can start understanding how NFTs in the gaming world go hand in hand, like the brother said earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I think I think they're gonna. It's that swing is about to happen, and the reason I'm saying that is because now you can get those graphics cards and things that you couldn't get before, and now you can even get them at like damn near retail price. So everybody's kind of happy right now. So that may be, you know what I mean, what brings them into it finally.
I'm sad, bro. I'm super sad because I was one of those people who was getting graphics cards back when they was three times the market the MSRP value, and now a graphics card that I actually got at market value is even cheaper than it was than the market value. I'm just like, I don't even come on, bro. Like, I feel like a fool, man. I got all them graphics cards, and now they all
You
super
were a
cheap.
minor, once you one of the minors.
Yeah, I was a reason why people why the game.
Yeah, you the
But
reason I couldn't get my 3080.
cause I mean, honestly, no, it wasn't even that. I mean, it was a couple of things, right? It was a chip shortage, which caused the prices to go up, and then also on top of that, crypto miners were trying to get up all the graphics cards because it's super profitable to mine ETH at the time. Not so much anymore, but yeah, I actually got I had graphics cards for mining, and I had a graphics card for gaming, so I was a unicorn.
Yeah, you was the problem. All I wanted to do was get my little graphics card so I could be a millisecond faster than some 12-year-old, and I couldn't even do it because of you.
Oh man, you should have said something. I would have let him hold one for you.
You let all these 12-year-olds like, you trash, get off the game.
Yo, don't play. That was you. That was you back in the day, talking to all the 30-year olds. Like,
Nah,
what?
I ain't we ain't had that technology back then. I wish we would have. When I was that age, we had to sit in the living room together and play split screen.
Facts on a Nintendo 64 on a non HD screen at that. Mars was playing
Word.
four screens on a 24-inch TV with no picture on the TV had a vignette on it. But yeah, I'm sorry. Anybody else have any thoughts about the GameStop joint?
I think it's on point. I think we can agree it's on point. I think if they roll it out the right way, um, and people, hop on board, it'll be beneficial. I get what you're saying about the way they should do it, but I also think if they were to do it and a lot of the games started using them as their marketplace, then it would kind of revamp GameStop. You know what I mean? Like people know that's the place to go to find NFTs for their favorite game. I think that may be, the best what use case for it. I don't know if that's going to be their goal, but I think it's on point overall.
I feel you. I think that could be a huge like pivot point for GameStop if they, like you said, if they do it the right way. It could be a huge pivot point. They could literally revive their business by pivoting over into NFTs if they do it the
Yeah.
correct way.
Oh, they revived their business in the stock market.
But they got a lot of help from Wall Street Bets.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A lot of help. Shout out to GameStop. They made me some decent money.
Like GameStop and AMC, them boys got a life.
Woo! AMC.
But it is 7:56, about halfway through the show, and I think it's a really good time to go ahead and reset. So this is On Point Talk Show where we're talking about current events in and around the NFT and crypto space. Hosted by Umba Daima. I myself, Ivy produced, and my moderator along with 20 dudes. We got T Golds on the stage as a moderator with us, and Big Vince as a moderator, and we got Nicole on stage and Aprelie on stage as well. I think I got it right that time. Yeah, she gave me a purple heart. So yes, I got it right. So the next topic, Kwame, if you don't mind telling us about the Umba Daima Town Hall that's happening tomorrow. I don't know if Kwame is there.
Of course. I walked away, but I had the speaker. Yeah, I'm here. Absolutely, we can tell you about that. You can hear me, right?
Yep, and that's for sure, for sure. Don't matter what happens, that's gonna be on point. You can believe that.
Right, right. Not up for discussion. So, yeah, tomorrow we're going to be having a town hall that's going to be at, if you're in the PST, 10 a.m., 12 p.m. in the Eastern time, where I'm at, 5 p.m. in the West African time zone, WAT. Yeah, we're going to be talking about all things, that have been, a lot of the accomplishments, a lot of things we've been working on, the projects, sharing and discussing like ideas in the community. If you have, any concerns or ideas, that's the place, because it's a great opportunity to meet the Umba Daima family, community, and network.
Yes, yes. And where would one participate
Yeah,
in
I
this?
was, I was just gonna say. I guess I should tell you where. So yeah, you can connect on Twitter. So same way we're connecting right now. I do got to give a shout out. Resty is doing that hard work together with Enoch and the behind the scenes crew. So like right now, we are actually testing out a stream on YouTube as well. But I wouldn't actually suggest that you connect on YouTube, simply because you want to be able to voice your concerns, voice your thoughts, and chat and meet people. So the best bet is to make sure, of course, you're following Umba Daima and connecting that way, so that we can have a town hall discussion with our family, crew, our peoples.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you for that wonderful recap of the Umba Daima Town Hall. That is tomorrow, um, at various times, depending on your location, but 12 p.m. Eastern, uh, 10, 10 or 9 Pacific?
So
9, right?
Pacific is 10, 12 o'clock Eastern, and then that's 5 p.m. WAT.
Wait, isn't Pacific 3 hours?
Yeah, 3 hours. 3 hours
So,
behind.
well, you know what? I'm just going by a flyer. So, is it 3 hours? I would go by the 12 p.m. Eastern then. So, do the
Yeah,
math on that. So, that means it's going to be 9 PST. So, all right. Well, that is what it is. But moving right along.
yeah.
Oh,
See that this is why I was late to on point today, because I'm the time has me all thrown up. So I'm in Central, and Central is an hour behind.
if y'all don't know, Kenny
Mm.
be in the city every show, so he's our resident globetrotter, well, state hopper. We're gonna say he our resident state hopper.
Yeah,
Right?
out of
From a
tra-
different.
I'm in but hey, I'll tell you what. I'm in New Orleans now. New Orleans has the best food in all of America. It's not up for debate.
Oh, okay, for
Is
sure.
that so? All right. That's while we're building community, that we're working on like globetrotting, visiting, connecting with people in different places. So now I know I gotta have New Orleans on that list, and specifically to get some nice food while I'm there.
It's a must. They have to do NFT New Orleans. I know they were talking about it, but actually being out here, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, we was talking about
What
that
food?
on the show.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
probably like 5 or 6 shows ago.
What food is good out there?
Man, the seafood, the Cajun food, the gumbo, the jambalaya, the Louisiana wild caught catfish is just, man, the food is amazing. All the Creole stuff is just, the crawfish is just different out here, man. It's amazing.
Yeah, that all sounds good, but what about the plant-based food, bro?
Hey, bro, you gonna have to talk to somebody else about the plant based. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You said exactly what I expected you to say. Oh, this man ain't gonna know nothing about no plant-based food. He ain't trying to hear nothing about
You can get
that.
the jambalaya without the sausage.
I Man, I'm gonna have to come out there for myself, see what they got busting on the plant based side. I know they got some out there. They got to.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. But even outside of the food, it's just, the city is amazing. The French influence, and just from the architecture of the buildings, and it's a it's a city that's very, very rich in culture, and I understand why the people that are from here, they love it so much. I've never seen anybody from New Orleans that doesn't love it to death, and I can understand why.
True. Man, I drove through New Orleans one time, and I must say that that is a terrifying drive, especially at night. Man, them long expressways over that water,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
missing. Let me tell you, you be
yeah.
feeling
I
it.
can imagine. It can be a terrifying ride in the daytime if you end up in the wrong part. So make sure you're in the right part of New Orleans. But when you in the right part, it's beautiful.
Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
IV, where's the sound effects at?
Oh man, you're right. I'm lagging.
Yo, we gotta have Umba Daima Web3 social in New Orleans.
That would
Yeah.
be dope.
And that said, I see Vaughn in the house. Big up to you. I see Madra, aka Ano, in the place. Big up Eugene. Jam Jam is in the building. See Grand. What Grand Woo? What up? Thank you for being here. I already gave a shout out Seedverse, but you deserve two shouts out. And I earlier saw our friend. Uh, oh my gosh, how am I doing this right now? The Tech
Misfit
Misfits.
Cats.
Sorry about that. The Tech Misfits popped in the building, and if you see Tech Misfits, make sure you follow because big things are coming. And yeah, I just want to give that little side thing. What else we got on our docket for the day?
We got a couple more things. I need one of these. What is this NFT? I think it's NFT. The Jam Jam got. Like, I want one of those things. I need to figure out where they came from. But next on the docket we have. So
Wait. Sorry, we can't just fly by the Jam. You mean the PFP?
yeah, yeah. I want
Okay.
looks
Yo,
beautiful.
Jam. Yeah. If you want to come and tell us a little about it, like definitely, like we want to know what's up with the skills and the beautiful art that's out there, and what you're collecting and using as your PFP. So, anyways, yeah, I just wanted to put that out there as well. Of course, let us know about what you feel about the topics of the day.
It low key remind me of SpongeBob's mom. I ain't go. I mean, SpongeBob's mom was a cookie, but like it's kind of low key, a little bit like loosely reminds me of SpongeBob's mom.
Hello.
Jammed it.
Hey,
Yo, you got
what's up, y'all?
what up?
Yo, yo.
Hey, so
Greetings, Jam. Always putting the dope art on that Discord. So respects and appreciation. Definitely noticed respect.
oh, thank you, thank
Also,
you.
Jam, in, in your light link thing, the OpenSea link doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
Take you to a
Thank you very
yep.
much. I'll give that a fix here once I get home. Was someone asking about my PFP?
Yes. What is it? I need it. I need one.
Oh, yeah, it's called Taco Tribe, and
Oh,
It's
that's what that.
it's pretty much awesome. There's a bunch of tacos, and the guy who runs it, he like makes comics, and they just did some free like airdrops, but like pixel versions of the original tacos. So it's just like a fun little cute project. I think right now it's about 20 Matic or so to mint one. They're not
20
minted out. Yeah, so that's right now. I don't know, 10.
Oh,
It's
they got
somewhere
they have
around
a
20,
free mint.
10 bucks.
They have a free mint as well. Oh yeah, I'm gonna dive
Oh
into this
yeah,
taco tribe. On a taco.
yeah. It's legit. So and like they have fun in the Discord and like ask questions and just kind of get folks involved. So it's a fun little project. Y'all
I'm
should
not
check them
joining
out.
no more. I'm not an NFT.
No more Discords, huh?
No more Discord for me. I have enough trouble trying to keep up with the ones I'm in.
Yeah, yeah. These
You're at
free
your
mints.
Discord limit, huh?
Yeah, I have reached my Discord quota for a lifetime, and yeah. Well, thank you, Jam, for letting us know about the Taco Tribe. If
Yes.
anybody wants Taco Tribe, get you a free mint on the tacos, pixelated tacos. I'm probably gonna do one myself.
Yep.
So if you see me with a taco, just know you heard it here first. But moving
Hey, can I
along,
ask a question?
sure.
Can I ask a quick question? You mentioned the Matic. That's Tez, right?
That
Matic is
is,
Polygon.
yeah, that's
Okay,
Polygon's
because
native token.
Polygon. Okay, is it as riddled with attempts to scam as Ethereum world, or is it different?
That's a good question. Um,
No, I think it's
yeah,
different. From my experience, I feel like it's been it hasn't been so much scams as it is just like kind of one and done. You know what I mean? Where it's like some people will maybe like put out a project and like blast it on Instagram or whatever, because that seems to be like where most Polygon like projects are at. Um, they'll blast it on Instagram and do all these collabs and have this like roadmap and stuff, but then maybe they get like halfway through the roadmap and drop 100 or so pieces and maybe do like an ETH worth of volume, if that, and then it's like they disappear. So I don't know if that's a full on rug or what, but I feel like it's not as like we're just straight up trying to like drain your wallet type of vibe.
so
Okay,
Poly.
yeah, go ahead.
Uh, oh my bad. What?
Nah, it's all you. It's all you.
I got like three notifications since the show started of like newsworthy stuff. It's crazy. Um. Anyway, but the Polygon folks, they over on Instagram. I didn't know anybody with NFTs was on Instagram. To be honest with you.
Yeah, it's the thing. You can DM me and I'll share some stuff with you.
True. True. All right.
I can
Appreciate
just
that.
share it straight up. For sure, for sure.
All right. Um. The next topic is there's a project called the Wizards. And the Wizards, I believe it's partially a game. There's a game component to it. But what happened was someone was a part of the Wizard community and they had listed their Wizard NFT on OpenSea, I believe, and they delisted it. Or not they didn't delist it, sorry. They burned the token. And so apparently the community had been told about there was a tweet that went out about they were going to be burning some tokens, but apparently that tweet went out like 2 hours before the burn happened. And so some people who may have not have seen that message and had their NFTs listed actually may have gotten the burn. I think the burn depended on how much the NFT was listed for. So if it was listed less than a certain price and they actually burned those NFTs, with very little notice. And what I wanted to, the question I wanted to pose to you all was like, how do you feel about um, the the fact that the ability for projects to burn a token that you purchase? Because there's a mechanic in their smart contract. I shared the tweet on the jumbotron. Um, about the smart contract and what it allows. And essentially, there's a parameter in there that allows the creator of the NFT to burn any token anytime for any reason. Wanted to know what you guys thought about that.
Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I feel like, you know, when the NFT is yeah, like if I buy the NFT, then I feel like all of that should come with me, that option as well. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like you should be able to burn something that, I purchase if I purchase it to own it. You know what I mean? That feels
Hmm.
like, you go to the car dealership and you buy a car and then they just, come to your house and be like, Toyota decided we could set their cars on fire today. So sorry.
Uh,
You know what I mean? Like it's just I don't like that at all.
There's a
one thing.
Yeah,
word that
yeah, I
sorry.
totally agree. I
Yeah.
totally agree, man, because honestly, that goes against the whole ethos of NFTs and crypto. It's just somebody been able to go in and burn a token, maybe to reduce the supply if they didn't sell enough. The ones that didn't sell, I can see them burning, but not the ones people purchase. Because to me, that's a rug pull. I don't know. I just don't like that.
One more
If
thing
I
on they can
mhm,
burn it or they can transfer it to anybody they want to. So they can burn it or they can just flat out transfer it out of your wallet.
interesting.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's foul. That's
yeah.
totally foul.
Nah.
As far as the burning, it reminds me it basically reminds me of planned obsolescence. You know what I mean? So yeah, they're reducing the supply, which I think there are ways that projects have done that well, where they incentivize burning it. But to just say that you bought something and now it's going to disappear, not on point.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you have people, it feels like a scam. Like, you sell this NFT to somebody and then you make a whole nother fake wallet or whatever and you transfer it to this fake wallet, you know what I mean? And then you resell or something crazy. Like that has to be stopped. Like that's crazy.
Okay. So, and I think I know what most people gonna say to this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. What about like if your NFT gets stolen or something, and that's the way that it could be recovered?
Now we talking about a double-edged sword.
T Goat, I know you got some thoughts on that.
Yeah, I actually had to let that one marinate because that was actually a great point. I think if your NFT is stolen and there's some addendum to the smart contract where they can say, hey, if it's stolen, we have the ability to get it back from the person that scammed you from it. I would actually like that. But it's the wild west right now. Crypto isn't regulated, NFTs aren't regulated. I kind of like some regulation because it is too out of hand. So
Mm.
yeah, anything to protect our assets as far as on the regulatory side, I'm all for it. So we kind of gonna have to have some kind of um centralization when it comes to that,
Mm.
just to protect our assets, because that was a great point. I don't want nobody to be able to take my NFT after I purchased it, but at the same time, if somebody did steal it, eh, if it was my mistake, I kind of have to eat that. But if it's something that I don't know, maybe I left it on the most people don't do this, but you're not gonna leave your NFT on the platform you bought it. It's in your wallet. So I don't know, man. That's a great point that you brought up.
Yeah,
So I don't
and
understand, how does burning it save you from theft? How does that work?
so it's not the burn mechanic in this instance. If it gets stolen, it's so earlier I said that they could either burn it or they can just flat out transfer it from your wallet. So if it gets stolen, right? wherever that NFT, whatever wallet that NFT ends up in, the creator of the contract or the whoever controls the contract can actually transfer the NFT out of the thief the thief wallet and back into the original owner's wallet.
Gotcha. Now that sounds proper.
I
Yeah,
do got a
it.
question. I do got a quick question. Does anybody know how Seth Rogen got his board 8 back? Because I do believe he got his stolen and he paid, I think, almost twice the amount, the original price that he paid for it. So does anybody know how Seth got his NFT back?
Oh no, I thought I just all I heard was that he bought it back. But I'm sure there's some crazy story about that. But yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if anybody else knows.
Yeah,
That
Um,
doesn't.
yeah, because that method of being able to burn a token after it's purchased, like I said, that to me is a scam. There shouldn't be any reason the creator of an NFT should be able to take it or burn it. That's just foul.
facts. So yeah, I think that kind of brings us back to that conversation of how much centralization do we want in a decentralized environment, right? Like in a decentralized landscape, if you lose out, if you make a mistake and you lose an NFT or you lose an asset, let's say you lost that asset, it's a decentralized. You are your protection. You are the security. Whereas a lot of people would best would most appreciate like a hybrid approach where yeah it's decentralized but to a certain extent where we have certain services that are centralized but then most everything else is decentralized. Um, so yeah, I I'm with you. I think personally, I don't like it. I like having the I like having the responsibility. Although that the little layer of centralization does help you sleep at night. I would rather have the keys to my kingdom, and if my kingdom gets robbed, then that means I gotta up my security. I gotta build me a moat.
That's facts.
I've always wanted a moat.
Yo, I get busy, right? Yeah.
Yes,
I
sir.
think. Yeah, I think you were mentioning about the centralization point, and I think there's something to be said, like where I'm in Toronto, and like how there's some level of centralization, and in some ways it is a balance because it can suck, but also it like having institutions, if they are good, if they are like benevolent, then like you have the pooled resources that are working to protect you. So
Gentlemen, trust me. I'm the man from Toronto.
I just saw that on the other day. He said, "No, trust me. I'm the man from Toronto." Kevin Hart.
I'm just saying, Toronto, Canada is a bit more centralized, and like it really, I get both sides. Like it's a tug, it's a discussion we will continually have. But yeah, we do like having those keys. We need to have that ability, that option, that decision. And with the burning, it's the same thing. Like burning could be a mechanic that's helpful, but it does need to be something that we consent to.
Yeah, I
Totally
agree
agree. Totally agree.
for sure. I definitely do not think that just doing things on behalf of people, without their permission. I mean, you give your, well, technically, you give your permission when you sign the contract, actually. So there's that.
Let me ask y'all a question. How do you guys feel about the regulation that's coming sometime later on this year?
Well, personally, I haven't heard about what exact. Do you have any like examples of what they're trying to do? Because just regulation. I think I mean, we're definitely going to need regulation to get to mass adoption. But what kind of regulation are we talking here?
Well, first, I know our government is trying to establish uh, CBDC, central bank digital currency. A lot of governments are going to be doing that, if you ask me, so they can kind of regulate the crypto market themselves, with a stable coin pegged to their native currency. Um, so I know they're working on that. They're trying to figure out how to regulate this market between, all right, if Gary Gensler said that Bitcoin is the only commodity, the SEC has a case right now against Ripple saying that unregistered securities. So that's going to be determined by a couple of organizations in our government. And depending on how these cryptocurrencies are regulated is going to determine if they're a security or commodity. So any kind of regulation that does happen is going to be based on the protocol and how it's developed. So our government just needs to, I think they need to speed up the process. You already have the UK, they already have a separate department to regulate crypto. So they're not even trying to, integrate crypto into like a regulated by an older department. They're creating a whole new department to regulate it. So and they're coming out with their own NFTs and everything. So they're ahead of the curve. So eventually, whenever these departments give the information back to the Biden administration, however they come back to it, hopefully it's with some positive information so they can see how it can be integrated into our financial system. But man, I don't feel like if we take our time with this, I feel like a lot of countries are gonna get the one up on us, you know, in this space. And America needs more innovation. We don't need the regulators to have such a tight leash that innovation can't happen. So they're gonna need to have more smart people like Charles Hoskinson. I believe he spoke to Congress. If anybody hasn't seen that, just check on YouTube. He gave a great speech to Congress on how to regulate the industry. And also Sam Bankman-Fried, he's big in going to Congress and speaking to our government, trying to get them to understand how to regulate this space. Because mind you, these people are old. They don't understand this technology, so we don't need them to regulate it from a place of ignorance. They need to be educated so they can make the best decisions when it comes to regulation.
Facts.
That's
That was
that's
legitness.
Yeah, it was. Huh?
Yeah.
I
yeah,
appreciate it, y'all.
that's super important. That is super important. Like you can't have people that are out of tune with everything running it. And that is the biggest problem with not just crypto, but with the country, period.
Yes, sir. Got a bunch of old sneezers making rules for a bunch of stuff that they don't understand. Or
And a bunch of stuff that they're not even going to be around for.
right. That's the thing. It's like, bruh, like y'all gonna be gone in like 20 years, bro. Like, what are you doing?
We need some new blood, man. We need some new blood. We need, honestly, I don't want to get into politics, but I'm a one policy voter at this point. Whoever's the most crypto friendly individual, that's who I'm voting for at this point. Everything else will fall into line. Finances, education, and health. I think these are the three like primary things like we need to focus on as a country. That's just my personal opinion. But like I said, man, these people they got to get on board, man. They got to get educated, and yeah, it's for our future, man. It's for our kids, man. It's for their kids. So
Wait,
I
hold
think
on. But you said crypto is the one issue, but what about diversity, inclusion, and what about those issues of inclusion and so forth?
great point. Um, I used to vote on those particular issues, but when I saw the George Floyd Policing Act didn't get passed, it got shut down because one of the Democrats chose to walk across the aisle. Well, two of them, I believe. When I saw the Voting Rights Act that didn't go through, like I can't really rely on them to do the things that I voted for them to do. I had faith. I got faith in the country and the institution. But I know that the system is broken. The system is outdated. So right now, I watch everything from The Breakfast Club to Earn Your Leisure and everything else in between. I see 90% of the commercials all based on like the Republican Party. They have better promotion. They got better ads. I'm not even a Republican. I'm an independent, honestly. But just their approach, they're more aggressive. They get things done. They stay on code. Republicans stay on code. That's one thing I can say. I don't like a lot of their policies. But Cynthia Loomis, I think she's a Republican from Wyoming. She introduced a great bill that she actually sat down with a couple of other movers and shakers in the Web3 space, like Michael Saylor and another Democratic senator. I believe she was from Connecticut or something like that. But they introduced a great bill for regulation, so it can be done bipartisan because it's money. Money ain't got no color. You know what I'm saying? Money shouldn't be. Crypto shouldn't. I hope it doesn't become part of somebody's campaign where more Republicans are for crypto and more Democrats are against it. It's kind of looking like that right now, and that kind of sucks. But like I said, man, I'm focusing on finances, man. As long as they can regulate crypto, hey, they got my vote, man. They can do it properly. They got my vote.
But you have to be careful about that too, because you know you can say it's about your money, but we literally as women don't have rights over our own bodies. Literally, we do not have any right over our own body. So, with that being said, it's kind of hard to. Um, I understand your opinion, and you have a right to your opinion, but it's kind of like, you know, as far as the women are concerned, we may not even have an opportunity to even participate in the crypto world. Have some people say it because it's almost as if we don't have rights anymore. So it's like it's great for you guys. Y'all still have your rights and power and control over your own body. Women, we still trying to figure out. Are we considered? Do we have power over our own body? Apparently not. It may come to a point, we may not be able to have our own bank accounts. It may turn into like a Handmaid's Tale situation. Who knows? So I understand. I'm more connected to what Symbolic said. You have to still be able to, yes, say, support someone who supports crypto, but then you also have to remember you can't ignore other things that are important too, like Kwame said, Symbolic said, inclusivity, because without inclusivity, you're going to miss a whole portion of a huge population of the crypto world. There's a lot of women in the crypto Web3 world that make a huge impact, upon the community. You don't want to lose that community because once you lose the women, look at all the CEOs. Look at Umba Daima. The CEO of Umba Daima is a woman. Think about that. She's a woman, and she
So
could possibly lose her rights over her own body. And without that, like I said, it could be a Handmaid's Tale situation. They may decide we don't, as women, don't have the right, to have our own bank account. We don't have a right to have a cryptocurrency account. How are you going to have a thriving cryptocurrency ecosystem when half of your population doesn't have the right to even have a cryptocurrency wallet because they're a woman?
Well, that's a great point that you made, and I'm totally just disgusted where our country is right now. We had one president prior to Biden who was just saying the most craziest stuff that felt like every day I was watching an episode of Saturday Night Live, and then we got another president who literally is losing his mind. So maybe we just need a female president. Honestly, this country needs female energy to turn this whole thing around because I really don't see, the men, they made the rules and they're changing the rules. And, I got two daughters, so that abortion law was, that touched home for me. So I feel for every woman in this space that has to deal with, that circumstance. And politics is touchy. It's an ugly subject. It's multi-layered. It's not one answer for everything. But we got to start somewhere. And I think getting the right people in office who can be balanced, you know, hey, I think that's our best shot, man. Honestly, I think we ready for a woman president. We need that. We need a different energy. This country needs to go in a different direction. So
I
I totally agree with you.
I definitely agree with that. I
It's
mean,
on point.
we gave Donald Trump a chance. Now it's time to give a woman a chance. Cause
It's been past time to give a woman a chance.
listen, man,
Like,
Oh my
you know what I
God.
mean? Like the fact that in the year 2022 we're still even talking about women fighting for rights over their body is just absolutely absurd. It's the stupidest thing in the world. You know what I mean? And it comes down to the same point that we were talking about before. There are people that may not even be around in the next 10 to 15 years making decisions that are going to affect people that are going to be here for a very long time. And that has been the norm for the longest, and that has to stop. You know what I mean? It's a different world. It's a world that has evolved past the world that they're used to, and they're fighting to keep the world the way that they're used to, and it's just not anymore. And it's crazy.
man, we need age limits. Ain't no way we should not have no lifetime jobs, and nobody like over the age of like low key, like nobody over the age of retirement for real.
Yo, I don't know about the age limit thing. I don't know. Like I feel like there has to be that is inclusion, like including elderly young people in this, determining where the future is going to go. But I'm curious, and this is good. I'm going to ask you a dumb question as a Canadian because I'm like I think I know the answer. But has there been a female president?
Nah,
Oh
Nah,
no, no.
never.
Yeah.
The closest thing we got is Vice President Kamala Harris, and the way Joe Biden is going, man, we might have her. I don't want to put nothing out there, but
Yeah,
boy, Joe
real
don't look
soon.
good, man. Joe don't look good, man. We got to get Uncle Joe some help, man. Somebody got to sit him down, man. Please.
yeah,
Okay. By the way, I want to just to put it out there, like Canada has only had prime ministers. What we have after something happened where they got rid of the prime minister left, and then there was a short stint, so it hasn't been proper. There's someone in line right now that's looks like it could happen, but that's speculation. So I wanted to ask that question. So
so is I don't know what his first name was. Trudeau, I think it was. He not there no more.
he's there. No, he's there. No. The female president was something. I don't know if it was stepping down, some situation where then the
Oh yeah,
party, because we have parties, and I don't want to go too much further, but I just wanted to check because I didn't. I'm like, yo, of all this whole line of people leading the country, our neighbors to the south, and not one woman. Like, how can you even say that's democracy? You can't go that long and not have half of your population. Like, that's just not. But anyways, what it is.
this is America. I mean,
Got to change.
This is America. Yep.
we had a female candidate, but we couldn't get past her emails. So couldn't get past who she was sending emails to and whatnot. So yeah, we had to settle for Mr. Trump, which as look, I'm gonna say this. I'll say it before. I'll say it again. Donald Trump's presidency was by far, and I think it will be like the most entertaining presidency of all time. Now, I'm not a fan of Trump, but that man was consistently hilarious. I will tell you that. Consistently,
Honestly, I don't want my president to be a comedian, B.
I don't.
Honestly.
But
Honestly, man.
was
And
Right?
I'm with you, 20. I'm with you, 20 deuces.
That was a shit show. Pardon my French, but it was. I'm glad he's out of here. I actually stopped watching the news like 2 days after he became president, because I actually it was like 30 days. Every day he was controlling the narrative, which is crazy to me. Like he made something out of nothing. He was just making up crazy stuff. So I thought we were gonna get into a better place, but it feels like a lateral move, man. You know, the only thing I can say that Trump was pretty much he was a gangster, man. He got 3 Supreme Court justices in there. 3. He was not playing.
Dog.
Whatever he wanted done, he got stuff done. I kind of wish, time has passed, but that last term that Barack had, I just wish he just got on his gangster shit. It was like, yo, nah, this what we doing. I don't care what y'all do. But he couldn't even get Merrick Garland, on the Supreme Court. So I don't know. We need somebody more aggressive. We need like a black grandma who know how to cook. You know what I'm saying? Smell like, cocoa butter. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need, man. We need a woman, man. Actually, how did the interim prime minister in Canada, you said she was a woman. How did she do for that short period of time?
Honestly, it was uneventful. So good question, but nah, we're not going to get the answers there. Because also being a party, it's different. The parliamentary system moves according to the party, and like even now they're saying party wise, they're like maybe Trudeau's not doing it anymore, and they can switch it up. Unlike in the U.S. Just to say a quick word about what you said about Trump. Yo, you got us nervous. Your neighbors were nervous up here. So yeah, like heads are nervous about like, are y'all gonna vote this guy back in? Because it kind of feels like it will be very, very bad.
It's a
Anyways,
possibility.
Like the
It's a
first
possibility.
enough. Like as funny as it was, I don't want to repeat. It's entertaining.
Yeah, like, but Biden is serving it up
Yeah,
on a silver platter. He's rolling out the red carpet. It's a possibility. And like what you were saying earlier, I wish Obama would have took that same approach too. But the harsh reality of it is, we all know how that would have played out if Obama would have tried to pull that same stuff that Trump pulled.
saw what they did when he wore a
I
tan.
mean, you're right. You're right.
That man had to, you know what I mean? He had to play the life game. He got daughters and he got a family. He knows how that would have turned out for him.
Man, y'all saw what they did to that man when he wore a tan suit. That was all they talked about for 2 weeks straight.
right.
Like I could not believe it. I wasn't even like I was in like high school or like just getting out of high school maybe, and I'm like, why do I keep hearing about this man and the color suit that he was wearing? Like, are there not more important things to talk about besides the color of the suit that the president wore? Like seriously,
It was ridiculous. And then the fact that two normal citizens can sneak into one of his dinners, that's just goes to show you, you know what I mean, the type of stuff he was dealing with. Like, that's a whole nother subject. But
All right,
yeah.
so quick question. I do want to get off politics, but who is gonna run on a Democratic ticket against Trump? Because I don't think the same people who voted for Biden, I don't think they're gonna vote for him again. I don't know. Who do we have? What are our options?
I
Who do we
think now, I think now is the best time ever for
Kanye,
some independent person to try to make their run.
Kanye.
He's laughing.
Nah, I said
Why are you
Kanye.
laughing?
Kanye.
Yay? Nah, man. I'd rather have Kim Kardashian before Ye, man. She's mentally stable compared to him, man. Like, come on, man. Like, he changes his mind too much, man.
But the rant will be epic.
You say who?
The rants will be epic.
Oh
Like
yeah.
diatribes.
Ivy's just looking for some entertainment in politics.
No. Listen,
Let
yeah,
me tell you something. If they got Kanye in there, they would get him out of there so fast. I mean,
so
so
fast.
fast. By the time you blinked, he wouldn't even exist no more. There's no way, with the way he talks and the way he goes on rants and stuff like that. Do you know the information that he would just spill to the nah?
Oh
They
yeah.
would get that man out of there so fast.
Oh yeah. No, Kanye. Well,
I don't
I
know, man. Ever since Trump, it's possible, man. This shit is it's like an alternate reality, man. I swear, once 2020 hit, it just seemed like unreal. This this is crazy right now. The state that we in.
Oh man, we gotta stop talking about politics. But
Yeah,
man,
yeah. Please, let's switch it up, please.
it was that was a special time. I'm gonna just say I can't honestly can't believe that that happened. That was real life. That really happened. I can't believe it. But anyway, China.
Reset.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Uh, 20. You want to reset the room for us?
Yeah, yeah, I'll reset. Yeah, everybody, this is the On Point Talk Show with myself, the co-host and the moderator, Ivy produced. We got Kwame on the Umba Daima account. I guess we talking about NFT stuff, but we kind of went on a tangent about politics. But we gonna spin back around the NFTs, um, or spin back around the NFT related things. but appreciate everybody that's been in the audience. Appreciate everybody that's joining in the conversation tonight. Yeah, that's pretty much it. What we got
Yo, yo,
next
yo.
down the pipeline? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Can't forget, I get busy in the house helping with this conversation. Just want to give that big up to
Most
Nicole as well.
definitely.
Jam. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was legitness. Yeah, it was. Ha.
Yeah, it was. Ha. So Shanghai government has announced plans to develop a $52 billion metaverse industry by the end of 2025. Um, So China, a city, well, Shanghai is a city in China. They are trying to use crypto to aid in the recovery of their economic conditions. And I'm gonna say this, like, I think that crypto and cannabis are gonna help us through these hard times that we about to have through these, through these next couple of years of the as we feel the impact of this stimulus. That what was it, $5 trillion that the U.S. government printed out of thin air to help us out with the stimulus package. That's a whole conversation of its own. But yeah, I think that the blockchain, crypto, metaverse is going to help us through those tough times when they do end up coming. But yeah, so Shanghai, the government is putting a lot of money into the metaverse and the crypto space. They want to create businesses. They have, I think they say they want to develop prominent corporations, and they want to at least 100 minor businesses and launch at least 100 products on the blockchain space or metaverse space by 2025. Just kind of want to get y'all thoughts about like where do you see the metaverse industry, like the amount of money that's going to be pumped into the metaverse and the crypto space over the next 3 to 5 years, and where's it going to take us? What is it going to look like in the next couple of years? What y'all think, or what do you want to see rather?
I think if they're willing to dump that amount of money into it, then they know something. I mean, I think they know something, or they see something. You know what I mean? The thing that's kind of interesting to me is what is their like? How are they going to do things? Because China is so strict, with their own